I heard you're a drummer.
No, I'm not a drummer. I am a guitar player who likes to play drums. I'm an engineer, recording engineer, and a producer. So I feel like the better I am at as many instruments as possible, the better my sort of deep understanding of that instrument. So I always wanted to just be able to like communicate clearly with drummers, know what I'm talking about with different sounds and tunings and that kind of stuff. We are expanding Sky Studio in Brunswick, Maine. Recording studios these days, unfortunately, are getting fewer and further between. So fitting in like within that market is tricky. What I want to do is create a space that anyone can go into, whether they're like first time recording, small budget. We try to work with people and make it possible.
Having a beer with Fred is really about getting to people's passion and what makes them tick. Having a beer and having honest, frank, clear conversation that inspires our audience is what it's about. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Very nice to meet you. Where were you born? Where did you grow up? Where are you from? I mean, we just met, so this is perfect. Yeah. The world is going to get to know exactly who you are. Sometimes I screw up when I know somebody or do a business with somebody else.
Yeah. Okay, so a bit of a long story, but I'll try to make it short. So I was actually... As you want. Okay. I was born in England. My parents are British. When I was 8 years old, we moved to the United States.
I don't hear an English accent.
Yeah, I know. It
was a little English, but...
I get that a lot, yeah. I lost the accent when I was like probably 15. It was gone completely. So yeah, then we lived in New Jersey.
Where in England? Because we my partner Alan Pugsley is from Stratford upon.
Oh really? Right on. Yeah, like London suburbs basically.
Okay. South, north, east, west.
South.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that probably people know if you grew up in a certain area of London what type of attitude.
Yeah. Yes.
I guess 8's a little young, but
yeah, it's true. Yeah. My dad's from South London, so he definitely has that like South London thing that you got to associate with that area. But yeah, so we left. He got offered a job, so we moved to New Jersey for a few years, and then to Mystic, Connecticut.
And I love just what's attic.
Yeah, it was a great place to grow up. Yeah, it was. That's where I went to high school. Went to college in Baltimore. Met my wife, who's from Maine.
It's always the case.
Yeah. I mean, she's fantastic, and her whole family's here. And
what's her full maiden name?
Sarah Harrington.
Harrington,
yeah.
Ah, okay.
And her folks still live around here, and now her sister and her...
Is she the Lobster Harringtons or the...
I don't think so.
No family, no, okay. The Harringtons that are in the restaurant and hotel business? No. Okay, different Harringtons.
Yeah.
Two different groups, okay.
Yeah. But like, so I had spent time coming up to visit her here. And
what town did she grow up in?
Cumberland.
Cumberland, okay.
Yeah. And her folks are still in the house she grew up in. So
it's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I never had that.
Cumberland, Maine.
Yeah. Because we moved so much. It's like, it's nice to be somewhere with someone who has like such
a permanent.
Exactly.
So you went to the Cumberland Fair?
I still haven't made it. I know. Isn't that crazy? It seems like we're always busy, but yeah.
Okay. And you have kids now?
No, we don't actually.
Yeah, that's why I hadn't been to the Cumberland Fair. You had KB.
Yeah, I got a lot of nieces, dog and a cat.
So you're in college and...
Yeah. So yeah, we were like just kind of friends in college. Didn't start dating until right at the end of college. She moved down to Baltimore. I was playing in a band down there. So Sarah moved down to be with me there. We lived in Baltimore for like 7 years.
And so fast forward, I heard you're a drummer.
No, I'm not a drummer. I am a guitar player who likes to play drums. Yeah. I've been trying to get better at drums. I think like, so what I do is I'm an engineer, recording engineer, and a producer. So I feel like the better I am at as many instruments as possible, the better my sort of deep understanding of that instrument. So I always wanted to just be able to like communicate clearly with drummers, know what I'm talking about with different sounds and tunings and that kind of stuff. So I took it upon myself to like try to get better at drums.
So kind of here we sit in the Shipyard Radio 207 room, right? This is where we are in this. This is about the fourth time we've used this room.
Cool.
I call it the bowels of the brewery, but we're setting this room up so that bands could do a music video. We play. We've had really only one small event with Shipyard Radio 207 artists and John Shannon, who you just met from WPOR. He and I just been talking about bringing this room to life.
Sure.
And then you just showed up for the first time to the Shipyard tasting room, which has been an evolution over the last 3 or 4 years. Now we've got basically 3 to 4 different areas that we can play music, have people have experiences, private events. So I want to get free professional advice. That's the whole reason you're here.
Sure.
Because our good friend Nate Gowwood, who you live right across from, and
He's been my neighbor for like 4 years now.
how do you do it? I mean, it's got to be stressful.
He's so nice. Yeah, one time I was with my folks and their car broke down and we needed someone to come pick us up. I called Nate. He was there in like 5 minutes.
He is a good man. It's a good man. He can do a variety of things too. He's very talented.
Yeah.
Did you know he was a concert violinist?
I did not know.
You didn't know that? At the age of 18, he stopped.
Really?
But he had to play because his parents were music teachers at the University of Maine, Orono. And he gets so pissed off when I tell people that, because we're going to put it out to the world. Everybody's going to know. Maybe someday we're gonna make him play right here. I might have to pay him, but
Good call. I know he's an athlete. I see him playing soccer.
He's a hockey player too. Yeah,
basketball with his kids.
He's gotten us involved in Maine hockey. Him and Bruce Elam here. We feed the hockey team every year, and they come down and play at the Civic Center and the Cross Arena. So it's fun. We love to have fun, interesting people. So when he said, "Hey, you need to meet my neighbor," he's an interesting guy. He knows music. He knows sound. And Nate's actually been setting up this whole space. We do want your professional opinion on the rooms. And this room here, do you feel like it's got the bones to be like I went to the Cavern Club in Liverpool. And it was such a unique experience. And you're right there. The stage is right there. And we got to stand on the stage in Liverpool, Billy Fairweather and I, and Jim, and it was unique because that's obviously where the Beatles stood, and it was a cavernous brick. And here it's kind of
same kind of vibe. Yeah, I think you do. I think you've got it going on, because sometimes spaces like this, if the ceilings are massively high and it's huge
too much
and empty, it's really hard once you get a drummer in there. It just sounds like a mess,
right?
And it is tough, because those spaces can be awesome for singer-songwriter or something like that, but it's all, to me, it's like once you get a drum set in it, how are you going to control those reflections and not just make it sound like a big washy pile of junk,
So you have a band, do you have a band now you try to play with, or you just do it yourself?
It's funny, I've recently kind of joined a band. We haven't played a show or anything.
We'll let you play here first.
Maybe,
We're going to have an open mic night. We're going to do that.
Yeah, it's a very new thing. We've played a few times together. It's nice. You're just playing guitar. I don't have to do any of the other stuff. I'm just there. I show up, play guitar, and go home.
Have you written any of your own songs?
Yeah, a ton. Yeah, that's really why I got into music. I wanted to write songs. I've put out 3 albums, one under my own name, 200 different aliases.
Why'd you do that? You're afraid or something? It sounds.
It wasn't about fear. I just felt like
usually people write for somebody else, but
no. So when I was, let's see, it was 2017. I put out an album as Amazing Bill, just because it was a nickname that I was at a different band then. People were calling me Amazing Bill for whatever reason.
That's cool.
I thought it was kind of a cool name, and I don't know. I thought it was kind of fun to play with this idea of is it just one guy? Is it a band? Keeping that kind of vague, serious. And that's cool. And then I put out another one in 2019 under a different name. So not the best marketing strategy in the world. And then finally 2024, I put out an album just as Will Lederer. And that's probably what I'm going to do going forward.
So we'll connect you to John, get it on Shipyard Radio 207. And why not, right?
Yeah.
Was it a venture you made money, lost money? Broke even?
It's very hard to make money as an independent artist these days.
I've heard that.
What I had to my advantage was that I played just about everything. There's a couple of songs that I got some friends to play drums or bass, that kind of thing on. But I didn't have to pay for studio time. I didn't have to pay someone to mix it.
Did you make it in Maine?
I did all that. Yeah, I did it between the studio, Expanding Sky studio that I work at.
And talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So it's an amazing space. I was able to make my album there and a little bit at my space. It is in Fort Andros in Brunswick, the old mill.
Fort Andros in Brunswick, Maine. USA, because this is a global show.
Oh, right. Yeah,
all your friends, your 8-year-old friends in England will say, I remember that guy. He's going to be big.
So it's in the old mill. It's a beautiful old building, and it was built like during the pandemic by a guy named Michael O'Connell. He built it to be his private studio. And he built this incredible, I mean, like world class, no joke studio.
That's awesome.
And around that time, I had another job I was sort of looking to transition out of. I had always been fascinated in recording, always wanted to work in that world. And I had met Michael through
Does he play music or is it?
He does, yeah. He's a drummer, composer, just kind of all around musician.
So interesting. Maine has so many interesting people. Like
Yeah,
that,
for sure.
And that, and you being talented, him having that space and together,
Yeah,
talk the same language.
It was definitely like right place, right time kind of thing. Like I said, he had built it to be his own studio, and then I sort of we talked and we had gotten to know each other a little bit, and he invited me to come see it while it was being built, and I sort of just said to him like, this is amazing. This would be an incredible commercial studio. And then the idea kind of started percolating, and I was like,
kind of like partners, or is it a little?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, he's fairly hands off these days. I would say it's like,
does he live in Maine still?
Yeah. He lives right in Topsom. So I'm sort of the one there day to day running it, and they're just kind of reporting back to him.
Have you ever played at the Sea Dog in Topsom?
No, I've been a few times.
We'll have to get you on. Like, we don't play a lot of music at the Sea Dogs, but like Don Campbell, a few other people play at different times. We used to do a lot more, but
I know Don Campbell.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah. So what's your goal? If you had to say, okay, what I really love or what I really love to do professionally or as a business, what is it? Somebody.
Yeah, it's a few things. So, recording studios these days, unfortunately, are getting fewer and further between. You hear about more closing than opening, and there's a few reasons that's happening. One, and maybe the biggest one, is it's just a lot easier to record yourself at home these days.
Right.
And people just don't have the money to go spend, however much per day to go record. So fitting in like within that market is tricky. What I want to do is create a space that anyone can go into, whether they're like first time recording, small budget. We try to work with people and make it possible. Or if they're like, a global superstar who wants to come spend a summer in Maine and like, rent a house and track an album kind of in secret in Maine.
Right.
I want to really like marry those two things.
You have a lot of talent with Bowden and the theater.
Yeah.
A variety of people that hide out up here in the summer as well.
For sure. Yeah.
In the winter. So, but for you, that's where it's not to be a rock and roll star and that.
I think so. I mean, I'd love to be a really in demand engineer and producer. I'm, somewhat on my way there. I get to do cool stuff for people, and I'm really, happy about what's like the trajectory of the last few years. But yeah, just like
making a living with something you love is a huge, huge thing, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, truly, like I'm basically living my dream. If you told me 10 years ago that I'd be full time in a recording studio, getting to work with these cool bands.
What was your backup plan? What was the?
I was a dog walker for like 6 years. Yeah, I was good at that. I don't know, man. Honestly, I'd never really had, I guess, the nonprofit world, which was, I worked in for 3 years. I started thinking like I was pretty good at development, raising money, writing grants, that kind of thing. Yeah, I thought I'd probably go into that.
What was your degree in?
Music theory and composition.
Perfect.
Yeah. Very smart, very
that's great.
Pragmatic.
It works. And if it, hey, you seem like you're a smart guy. I mean, if you had to, what are some of your other hobbies? Hopefully you took up skiing while you're up here.
I've not gotten into skiing. Kayaking has been a big one. I've just gotten really.
Topsom's is a good place for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Kayaking. I mean, it's pretty much music all the time. I'm a big soccer fan. I watch a lot of soccer.
Is Liverpool your favorite team?
Liverpool is my team.
Is it really?
It has been, yeah.
This is a Liverpool bar.
Yeah,
that's because
drink to that.
Because they serve Shipyard in every spot at the infield.
I think Nate was telling me about that. Yeah. Yeah. So Liverpool, since about 95, my older brother was a Liverpool fan. So he was in England at the time. He got me into him.
Yeah.
I've been following.
I love Liverpool. It's a gritty town. It's got
absolutely.
It's like a lot like Portland on the waterfront, and people are tough but friendly mostly.
Yep.
You approach it in the right way.
Yeah, I got to go do the tour of Anfield.
Did you?
A year and a half ago.
I was so fortunate to get that. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, no, it is cool. Alan Pugsley, he's like my partner was English.
Yeah,
he's a huge Manchester United fan.
Oh, really? Yeah,
oh my God, I never heard him swear, never heard him yell, always very calm.
Yeah.
Until you watch a football
Yeah.
match, right?
That's pretty much same for me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I got a little stressed.
oh my God. I mean, we have amazing fans in America.
Yeah.
They're nothing to the I'll call them football fans over there. They don't sit down. They don't stop. And they're singing.
Songs and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you go to a game on a Wednesday that doesn't even matter, and still people are going
It
crazy.
is an incredible culture. It really is. Yeah. I don't think there is maybe like some of the way people are about college sports is maybe the closest.
That's about the
But yeah, it's like the level of fandom is it's just wild.
Yeah.
Super cool.
No, it is cool. So is your wife in the industry as well, or is she?
No, she does a lot of stuff. She's super talented. She's an artist. She's a designer. So she does a few things. She does a lot of like custom sort of fashion pieces for different folks. She does graphic design. She designs logos.
Oh, so she can do your albums and all that.
Yeah, she's helped me with so much stuff. Yeah, she's done like all the design for that stuff. I find a photo and she makes it work. And it's super cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, but yeah, she's a big music fan. She's the one who like I had been a bit of a music snob, I guess, for years, and she was the one who finally kind of like got me to appreciate like pop music for what it is. Yeah, and I like let some of that go. So she's a big music fan, but yeah, she's not a musician.
Yeah, it's funny. You got to be flexible when you get married, right? You gotta.
I guess, yeah, and yeah, I mean, she opened.
How long have you been married?
2017 we got married, so 8 years. Yeah.
Well, you survived COVID. People either got closer or they got further away.
I think we got closer. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, we started like walking the dog together, and it was good.
Yeah, we actually had fun during COVID. As while there were a lot of stressful moments.
Yeah, absolutely.
But overall, it was good. But well, you've gotten into the culture of Maine. Have you gone through? How many winters have you gone through?
We moved through 2019.
Oh, so you've had your share.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know, like
we can survive a winter. And like a lot of people I was in a Uber about a month ago in Florida, and a guy goes, "Where are you from?" I said, "From Maine." He said, "Jesus Christ, I moved there and I bought a house." I said, after that first winter, I said, "No fucking way am I doing that again."
I think there's a lot of people who do that. Yeah. I mean, like having grown up partly in Connecticut, like it's not that it's a little colder up here and it lasts longer.
Let's talk about Mystic. Did you get any sea shanties or anything like that?
I didn't. It's funny. Like I was the kid who, like, while I was there, I mean, I liked growing up there. I was desperate to leave. You know what I mean? Like just that small town thing, and it's very like great place. It really is.
We themed out the pub in the. I think they've actually ripped the building down. It was the Tavern. And early on, we did the Mystic Seaport.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, we had a beer, and I love the vibe of that place. You feel it when you're there.
Yeah.
And we themed out the tavern as a Shipyard Tavern.
Sure.
And, kind of there were a lot of connections between Kennebunk, Port Harbor, and Mystic Harbor, and Connecticut, Maine. There's, so we don't have as strong a relationship as we did. I'd like to rekindle it with that because
it's a cool place.
It is very cool.
Yeah. I just went back and visited actually with a friend, just like a sort of nostalgia trip. We just spent a night there and
it's cool.
Looking out and like all the old haunts and stuff. It's definitely like it's a cool place to have grown up, but
great place to do a few pub crawls. You got a great little
pubs.
Did your parents go back to England, or are they still here?
No, they're in Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh wow!
So they kind of make several trips over. My grandfather's still alive; he's 94. So they go over a couple times a year and hang out with them.
They'll find Shipyard over there, and a lot of the pubs
for sure.
All the Witherspoons and
and
a bunch of the other pubs over there.
Yeah, I was there like a year and a half ago. I remember seeing it in the pubs.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, it's fun to be able to. I love going over and Tesco and everywhere is gonna come.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Yeah. So, what's the coming 6 months look like in your life? Do you have any new albums or
nothing new really? Well,
always probably working on something.
Yeah, I'm really good at starting things musically. I'm not so good at finishing them. I always think of like my own music as like practice for working on other people's music, if that makes sense. So like, because I want to be ready as like someone who works on other people's music. I want to be ready for whatever gets thrown at me. If it's a hip hop artist, if it's a country artist, if it's folk, country, whatever, I want to be ready. So I try to make a lot of different kinds of music just personally so that I can like practice the different things that go into it, that kind of stuff. So I do a lot of that. But yeah, next 6 months, I mean, just building the studio up as much as I can. I really want to be like,
say the name of the studio again. How do they find it?
Sure.
And then give your email in case people want to email you. And
appreciate that.
I want to commission on any work that you get.
So we are Expanding Sky Studio in Brunswick, Maine. I'm Will at expandingsky.com.
Okay.
That's it.
That'll work. That'll work.
Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
Crazier things have happened.
Hey, you never know. Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing place. You're welcome to come by anytime.
Well, we're gonna definitely come by.
Yeah,
You gotta send us some content and other stuff from there, so
Sure.
people will see what makes it up. And
definitely.
that's what my goal is, to bring people closer together
Yeah,
and give people a reason to connect with people that are on
appreciate that.
having a beer with Fred. And because the whole idea is to relax, enjoy, and live life, and beer helps us do that, right? Cheers, my friend.
Yeah, cheers. I
It was
appreciate
great to meet you.
Yeah, you as well. Thanks.